Before I threw away my kitchen scraps last week, they looked like trash. Today, they're this. That's fresh lettuce. That's a full bunch of green onions. That's basil I've been snipping for 3 days straight. And I haven't spent a single penny, bought a single pot, or used a single handful of soil. If you've been tossing the bottoms of your vegetables into the bin, you've been throwing away a free garden. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to stop doing that. We're talking 10 kitchen scraps that will literally regrow themselves in nothing but a glass of water, sitting right on your windowsill. No garden, no experience, no excuses. Let's get into it. Now, before we dive in, I want to be upfront with you. Some of these you've probably heard of, but a few of them genuinely surprised me when I tested them myself. I'm going to rank them from the ones that are just good to know, all the way up to the absolute best performers. The ones that give you the most food, the fastest with zero effort. I've been testing these in my own kitchen for weeks, so everything you see today is real. Let's count them down. Scrap 10, Beet Tops. Most people scoop the greens right off their beets and toss them. But if you slice the top inch off a fresh beet, the part with the stem still attached, drop it in a shallow dish of water and put it somewhere bright. Something cool happens. Within a week, you'll start seeing leafy greens shooting up from the top. Now, you're not regrowing the actual beet, let's be clear. But those greens, they're completely edible. Think of them like a mild, slightly earthy spinach. Great in salads, sautéed with garlic, or stirred into a soup. Change the water every couple of days, give it light, and you'll have a steady supply of fresh greens from something you were about to put in the compost bin. Scrap 9, onion scraps. You know that papery root end you always cut off? Put it in water instead. Place the root end of an onion, about ½ an inch worth, in a small dish with just enough water to cover the roots, and within days you'll see green shoots pushing up from the center. These green onion-like sprouts have a mild, fresh onion flavor and are brilliant as a garnish in scrambled eggs or tossed over a bowl of ramen. You won't regrow a full onion this way, but you'll get a continuous harvest of fresh green tops for weeks. Pro tip: this works even better with those sad, slightly sprouting onions you forgot about at the back of the cupboard. If it's already trying to grow, let it. Scrap 8, cabbage. Same principle as the onion. Cut your cabbage and leave about 2 inches of the base. Pop it in a shallow bowl with a little water, just enough to touch the bottom, and set it on a sunny windowsill. In about a week, you'll see new leaves beginning to unfurl right from the center. It's genuinely one of the most satisfying things to watch. The regrown leaves tend to be tender, light in color, and slightly milder than the outer leaves of a fresh head. They won't form a full tight head of cabbage, but you'll get real harvestable leaves. Excellent for wraps, stir-fries, or shredding into coleslaw. Scrap 7, herbs, basil, mint, and cilantro. Number 7, and this one is genuinely underrated, fresh herb stems. If you've ever bought a bunch of basil, cilantro, or mint from the grocery store, you've got everything you need. Just take a few stems, trim the bottom at a 45-degree angle, strip off the lower leaves, and drop them in a glass of water near a window. Basil will start rooting in as little as a week. Mint even faster. Mint is practically aggressive about rooting. Cilantro takes a little longer but gets there. Once you see white roots an inch or two long, you can keep them in water indefinitely, just refreshing it every few days. Or transplant them into soil if you want them to really take off. Think about what you spend on fresh herbs every month. This is how you stop doing that. Scrap 6, lemongrass. Buy a stalk of lemongrass from the grocery store, use the top 2/3 for cooking, and place the bottom third, the bulb end, in a glass of water. Within 2 weeks, you'll see fresh green shoots pushing up from the top and white roots forming at the base. Let the roots develop for a few weeks in water and you'll have a fully regrowing lemongrass plant. Lemongrass is expensive. A single stalk at the store can cost as much as $1 or more. This trick basically makes it free. And once you have a thriving plant, you've got lemongrass on demand for curries, teas, and soups indefinitely. Scrap 5, romaine lettuce and bok choy. And honestly, most leafy greens with a solid base. Cut the leaves off, leaving the bottom 2 inches of the head intact. Place it cut side up in a shallow dish with about an inch of water. Put it in bright indirect light. Here's where it gets exciting. Within 3 to 5 days, sometimes less, you will see new leaves pushing out from the center. It's almost shockingly fast. You won't regrow an entire head, but you'll get a solid handful of fresh, tender inner leaves. Enough for a side salad or a sandwich. And you can do this repeatedly with new scraps. Bok choy behaves exactly the same way and is one of the fastest regrowers I've personally tested. Highly recommend. Scrap 4, garlic cloves and sprouted garlic. If you've ever found a garlic clove in your pantry that's already sprouted, that green shoot pushing out the top, don't throw it away. Drop it in a small glass with just enough water to touch the bottom of the clove and watch it grow. What you're after here isn't the garlic bulb itself, it's the green shoots, sometimes called garlic greens or garlic chives. These sprouts taste like a mild, fresh version of garlic. Incredible on scrambled eggs, pasta, avocado toast, or anywhere you'd use chives. They grow fast, they look beautiful in a glass on your windowsill, and they'll keep producing as long as you keep the water fresh. 1 sprouted garlic clove equals weeks of fresh garlic greens. That's a pretty good trade. Scrap 3, celery, and this one is one of my personal favorites. The next time you finish a bunch of celery, don't toss that base. Cut it off about 2 inches from the bottom, place it in a shallow bowl with about an inch of warm water, and set it in a sunny spot. Within a few days, the pale yellow leaves in the center will start to turn green and grow upward. Within a week, you'll have actual new celery stalks forming. Small, but real. I've kept a celery base regrowing on my kitchen windowsill for over 3 weeks. The stalks stay on the smaller side, but the flavor is intense. Actually stronger than store-bought celery. Perfect for soups, stocks, and stir-fries. Change the water every other day. Give it as much light as you can, and this thing will just keep going. Scrap 2, green onions, scallions. Number 2, green onions, also called scallions or spring onions. And if you only try one thing from this video, make it this. Use your green onions down to about an inch above the roots. Place those root ends in a glass with an inch of water. Put them by a window. In 24 hours, I mean it, 24 hours, you will see measurable growth. Within a week, those stumpy little roots will be full-length green onions again, ready to harvest. And here's the best part. You can harvest them and they'll regrow, and regrow again. I've been reharvesting the same set of roots for over a month. They just keep going. Green onions are the gateway drug to regrowing kitchen scraps. Once you see how fast and how reliably this works, you'll never throw a scallion root away again. Just refresh the water every 2 or 3 days and give them light. That's it. You've got a perpetual green onion machine on your windowsill. Scrap 1, the ultimate leeks. And our #1 secret kitchen scrap that regrows in water? Leeks. Leeks are one of the most underrated vegetables in the kitchen, and they're absolutely phenomenal regrowers. Same method. Cut your leek, leaving about 2 inches at the base with the roots intact. Drop it in a glass of water. Walk away. Leeks regrow vigorously. They look stunning. Tall, blue-green, almost architectural. And they produce genuinely harvestable new growth within 10 to 14 days. The regrown portion is tender, mild, and perfect for cooking. What makes leeks my #1 pick? The combination of how fast they grow, how much edible food they produce, how easy the method is, and frankly, how expensive leeks can be at the store. Regrowing them is one of the highest value swaps you can make in your kitchen. If you're only going to try one of the more obscure entries on this list, make it leeks. So there you have it. 10 kitchen scraps that you can regrow in nothing but water, right on your windowsill, starting today. Let's do a quick recap. Number 10, beet tops for free salad greens. 9, onion scraps for fresh green shoots. 8, cabbage for tender new leaves. 7, herb stems, basil, mint, cilantro. 6, lemongrass for your curries and teas. 5, romaine and bok choy for a fast leafy refresh. 4, sprouted garlic for garlic chives. 3, celery for intense flavored stocks. 2, green onions, the fastest, easiest, most reliable of them all. And #1, Leeks, for the best combination of speed, yield, and value. The only thing you need is a glass, some water, and scraps you already have. If you try any of these, I'd love to hear how it goes. Drop a comment below and tell me which one surprised you the most. If you found this useful, consider sharing it with someone who loves to cook or is trying to save money on groceries. This is the kind of thing that makes a real difference. And I'm sure you're going to enjoy this next video on 17 stunning houseplants that can grow in water.